In this video, we're going to talk about the Blood Angels Beginner Guide. This is going to be everything that a new player needs to know to get their Blood Angels army started.
Now, if you're a beginner to playing Blood Angels, one of the first things you're going to want to get yourself is the Combat Patrol box for the Blood Angels. And now, it's worth mentioning that if you want more advanced tactics to play the Blood Angels, you may want to get our 4 Pillars of Army Design guide. It's completely free. It's in the description of this video. You can just look there and click on the link and download it. But for a complete beginner, one of the first questions is, what do I buy? How do I buy good things? Now, the Combat Patrol box for the Blood Angels comes with an Impulsor, it comes with some Primaris Intercessors, it comes with Aggressors, and it comes with a Primaris Librarian, which gives you some psychic powers. But there are some key things that you're missing to really maximize the effectiveness. One of these is going to be the Space Marine Captain, which I'm going to recommend that you get, which allows you to reroll 1s. I'm going to recommend you get a box of 10 Hellblasters, which is a very good shooting unit, which currently your Blood Angels don't have, and a second Impulsor. Now, the Impulsor that you've already got will hold up to 6 models. I would recommend inside one Impulsor, you put 5 Hellblasters and the Librarian. Inside the other Impulsor, the second one that you buy, you put another 5 Hellblasters and the Captain. Now, at the start of the game, I would also recommend you buy another box of Primaris Intercessors, which gives you 3 troop choices. This gives you 2 HQs and 3 troops, which is a basic battalion detachment, kind of the minimum requirement for designing an army if you're playing the game seriously. Your aggressors will be able to hold an objective on your deployment zone or move and hold one in the middle of the game. The aggressors are good at shooting and close combat, but they don't like moving. You really want to sit on an objective and just threaten it. If your opponent comes near, they blast them with their firepower. They have a lot of shots, but it's close range, or they beat them up with their fists. The Blood Angels are amazing in close combat, and that's what they're going to be good at getting. Meanwhile, your Intercessors are running around the battlefield holding objectives. You're going to threaten your opponent with these pair of Impulsors. They're going to drive down the battlefield, and normally you have to exit a vehicle before it moves, but the Impulsor lets you leave afterwards. I would give both the Impulsors a shield dome, which gives them a 4-up invulnerable save against getting shot. It's going to be very hard for your opponent to kill these Impulsors. Once it's your turn, you move down the battlefield, the Hellblasters jump out. They will be able to move out of the vehicle and shoot in the same turn. This means on your first turn, the Impulsor will move up, the Hellblasters will move out, and they will be within rapid fire range of their guns. You will have 10 Hellblasters in range of almost everything in the game firing twice. That's 20 plasma shots that you can supercharge, but when you roll a 1, you'll die, but because of the Captain, you'll be able to reroll 1s. With the Librarian adding some psychic powers, whether it's Smite or some other ability to boost them, these Hellblaster shots are going to give some serious damage to your opponent in the early part of the game. Meanwhile, your Intercessors and your Aggressors are going to be picking up objectives and scoring for you. If you want any extra power beyond this, the thing that I would recommend are Death Company veterans with jump packs. They have an ability called Forlorn Fury. It's a stratagem that will enable them to take a 12-inch move at the start of the game. Then when it's your turn, they'll make a 12-inch movement with their jump packs, enabling them to charge into close combat. I recommend that you equip them with Thunder Hammers, and they have a gun, I think it's an incendiary gun or something. It's a gun with a strength of 8. It's got a 6-inch range. I forget the exact name. But that particular gun you can equip to everybody in the unit. They'll have a lot of firepower, and then with the Thunder Hammers, they charge into close combat. They'll be able to eradicate almost anything they hit. Wow. This army with the Blood Angels is very forward aggressive between the Hellblasters and the veterans. Your opponent is going to really struggle with that first turn hit, and it's going to let you allow your Intercessors to run around the back of the battlefield collecting objectives, and of course the Aggressors will be a nice mid-range attack in case your opponent starts trying to advance on your deployment zone. This is a very simple way to get started with the Blood Angels. Like I said, it's not too expensive. It's really just an Impulsor, a Hellblaster, some Intercessors, and then the Death Company veterans if you want to add that extra bit. So it's not too much in terms of extra money. But if you want to learn even more advanced tactics, then you may want to get the 4 Pillars of Army Design guide. The 4 Pillars of Army Design are sort of like advanced tactics that we give to people to help them design an army. It's completely free. You can find a link to it in the description beneath this video. So go there and get that. Thanks ever so much for watching the video. We'll see you in the next one.